when you guys looked at the penalties today, what did you take away from all the penalties on defense yesterday?
The biggest thing is like it's two kind of penalties. You got hardball penalties where you're making them into play. We had a couple of those. Those are penalties that we're not really worried about as far as like things that we can build off of those penalties. We also have something called none, like just focus penalties. Those penalties were the ones that we harped on as far as like the offsides, leaving no doubt, not putting it in their hands. You're in the neutral zone, all right, bet, taking a step back, but just being consistent on it. And then, so that's kind of like how we grouped those things and then talked about those and like which one of those are focus penalties, which one of those we just got to be better with our technique.
When you guys looked at the last drive, when they scored the touchdown, there was a lot of penalties on that drive that kept it going. Was anything else to you stand out about that drive? Things you could have done better?
No, not really as far as the penalties. And then when you're tired, just being at your best when your best is required as far as like being detailed within the scheme and then also making your tackles. So it's kind of like one of those things where I don't even think you can say that, but we're hurting ourselves.
How disappointing is it, Quincy? This is now you guys had a chance to this game, the Colts game, the game up in Foxborough, in New England, where the defense could have kind of shut the door and wasn't able to do it in the fourth quarter.
You said what?
How disappointing is that? Like, obviously, I'm sure as a competitor, that's a scenario you want to be in, right? Game on the line, fourth quarter, make a stop, and you guys haven't been able to do it in 3 games now.
Yeah, as a competitor, the focus is always going to want to know. But like I said, with those games, it's like very, very close. It comes down to like 1 or 2 plays where you got to be better on your details, not more like they beat you, but more like we beat ourselves type mindset. So looking at the film, we did a lot of great things, had an exciting first half. Now we're more harping on like, hey, the focus and then the finish as far as like the fourth quarter on offense, defense, and also special teams.
Are there any more questions for Quincy? Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Quincy.
Hold on. I got something to say, though. I want to give a shout-out to my dog, Kanai, Isaiah Davis, and also Irv. My dog Irv had 3 people on him the first punt and still went down and made the tackle. Isaiah had his first touchdown. He been balling at practice. Haven't got it. As soon as he get the touchdown. And Kanai came in our practice squad. That's one of my guys just because whenever I need some work at running back, anything like that, as far as like third down, he's one of the fastest back I win against. Anything like that, bro. I'm just very excited about those guys and how they showed up on Sunday. So I want to give a shout out to them most definitely. Thank y'all.
Hey, Jamien, when you guys looked at that last drive where they scored the touchdown yesterday, what stood out to you about what you guys could have done better on that drive?
Just like it's been the last few weeks, just finding the small details and throughout the defense, seeing what we can get better at. And that was just the main thing, like just details and execution. You can't do anything about penalties, whatever a referee sees, he's going to call it. But I will say some of those calls dictated the outcome as well, giving them more plays, pushing them closer to the end zone as well. But, at the end of the day, we don't control that. We control what we do on the field. So, again, we just got to do better executing those details. And at the end of the day, we just got to win. It's a one-on-one, and you got to be at your best.
One of those penalties, Jamie, was the 12 men on the field when it was 4th down. It looked like maybe you guys thought they were going to punt. Then they didn't punt. I'm not sure if one of your responsibilities when you're lining up as the mic is counting guys, but can you just describe the kind of the operation there and what happened on that play?
Most definitely, like you said, as the mic, I usually count people, try to make sure it's 11 people in the field. The 12th guy was actually the punt returner, so in his head, he was thinking it was a D-stay, and when we go D-stay, there's a punt returner. I should be better in that situation and looking back and making sure he's off the field because we go D-stay when the punter's out there. The quarterback was on the field, so again, I should have been able to look back there real quick and get him off the field. So I will take responsibility for that as well, being the mic backer. But yeah, just got to be better there.
Jamie, how do you guys keep bouncing back from, you've had tough losses. You obviously lost your coach, lost your GM. Like, it's been a season of adversity. How do you keep coming back? And you got 5 games left.
Like you said, it's been tons of ups and downs and stuff like that. It's been tons of pressure upon everybody in this building. But I mean, pressure makes diamonds. So it's just that I feel like, like we have been losing, but, the games aren't like we're just getting blown away. Again, it's coming down to the final drives and like maybe 1 play, 2 plays. So, I mean, for me, that still gives me confidence in myself and my teammates. Like, we're a good team. We're there. We're just not finishing. And whatever the point may be for us not to finish, that still gives me enough motivation to come in here every week to figure out what I can do better for myself, for the team, and what everybody else can do better for the team as well. So, like you said, it's been a tough year. It's been a tough stretch as well. But the main thing is that we all just stick together. Even with all this adversity and chaos going on, we still walk in the building. I still see smiles across people's face. Like Quincy just mentioned, some guys had a great game, first touchdowns, Kane getting his first active game, Irv as well, and there's others. But, stuff like that still keeps us excited to keep playing because regardless of what it looks like as a team, as a person, you still want to see other people succeed individually. And, again, that's what helps motivates the rest of the team. And, again, those close games, it still gives us a chance to go out there and just play harder because it's only 1 play, in my opinion.
Jamie, you've been around football a long time. Quarterbacks generally get a lot of blame and a lot of credit, right? It's usually a little bit too much from media and fans. With the way things have gone this season, there's people question whether the team should bench Aaron, and make a change at quarterback. I'm just wondering what's the belief like in that room for Aaron Rodgers right now?
Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. At the end of the day, he's still a Hall of Famer to all of us. Again, the quarterback is the person who touched the ball more than anybody. But at the end of the day, it's a team effort. You can't blame everything on offense. You can't blame everything on one person. Again, in some of these games that we have lost, defense have been the reason. You know what I'm saying? They score late in the game. In my opinion, our offense should never be the ones to have to go out and win a game for us. It should be the defense that wins it. There's been other games where special teams might have not been on it. So at the end of the day, regardless of who's handling the ball, it's a team effort. We still have all the confidence in Aaron. I'll never stop believing he's one of the best players out there. And again, we got to do our jobs to help him be better as well. Like I said, it's a team effort. Can't just put the blame on one person, even though people might want to. We all take the field together. We all are a team. And again, we're just going to keep rolling with Aaron, and we're going to put all the pieces together. We got 5 games left, like you said, and we're going to keep swinging.
Hey, John, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for doing this. You guys got off to such a hot start offensively yesterday in the first quarter. What do you feel like changed after that first quarter?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I feel like the energy was still there. I felt like everything that we, was executing in the first half, we kind of was executing it. We still was executing it, but, I guess not to the same level that we were in the first half. And, for all of us, we just got to be better and be more consistent when it comes to executing plays and stuff like that. So we just got to focus on execution and just getting better there. You're on mute.
John, just how do you keep going, keep resilient after, it feels like every week there's another body blow for this team, whether it's the losses or the firings that have happened. Just how do you guys keep bouncing back?
Well, I play for my brothers, everybody that's on this team that I consider them my brothers. So I feel like I'd be a letdown to them if I don't play my best every play that I can and try to execute to the best of my ability. So just playing for them and, just playing for my why and just going out there every day and put my best foot forward and just giving it the energy, doing whatever I can to give this team the energy that they need and just doing whatever I can to put us in the best position that we can be in for sure.
John, I know you can't watch him while you're playing, but what do you think of Olu and what he's done this season?
He's a baller. That's my dog. He's a good dude. He learns real quick. You can plug him in dang near anywhere, and he comes in every day, works hard, doesn't really listen to the outside noise, and doesn't really let things like affect him in his process. You know what I mean? So he's coming along very well, and he's going to be a great player in this league.
John, you know how it goes with quarterbacks, right? They get too much of the credit sometimes, too much of the blame. Other times, there's questions right now. People wondering now, should the Jets bench Aaron, try something else because it hasn't been going well. I'm curious, what's the belief in the locker room with Aaron Rodgers right now?
He's my quarterback. I mean, whatever happens, happens. But he's my quarterback, and I'm gonna play hard as hell no matter what. So you know what I mean. It don't matter who's back there. But that's my guy. So I'm ball out regardless.